Yo, 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 yo. Testing, testing. Yeah, I think we're live now. Just gonna go close the door. Yeah, live. Just gonna wait a little, see if people pop up on in the chat or something. Just gonna start and prepare stuff here. So yeah, hang on. Okay, so let's see here. I think the live chat is not working. Let's see if I can. Okay, so now I think it's working. Okay. So I left off the other week with this. So I'm gonna start to incorporate this now into Mari. So let's dive into it. And as usual, I'm gonna, let's see here. This one is the one I'm talking about. So I'm gonna take questions and stuff later. So Q&A in the end. So I'm just gonna work away, maybe say a few words here and there, but yeah, I'm gonna crack on and just paint. So yeah, let's see. Stream health is red again, so I'm not sure if it's what's going on. I hope it's working. I'm just gonna check on my phone how it looks. Hold on. Maybe it's working. I hope so. Yeah. Okay, I'll continue. Hope it works. Let's see if I go into the stream options again here and lower this slightly. Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's see here. So I'm gonna come back to this later. So we have one hello, Arnav. Yeah, you managed to get it live. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into Mori now and start to build my stuff. So let's see. How's the stream? Is it okay? You can give us a thumbs up if it's working, or if it's not, tell me so. It's gonna start Mori now. So yeah, let's dive into this. See where I left off more here. I want to no graph. Okay, so okay, cool. I have a red live stream health. I'm not sure, but I hope it works. So I don't want to reset it right now. So okay, let's see what we have here. So Albedo. Okay, so I'm gonna start to build some extra materials here now, just to see where I left off. Oh, yeah, I think there is a lag setting somewhere in the stream. I'm not sure how many seconds. So yeah, that might be an issue or a case. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's in the settings of YouTube somewhere. Can be a lag there. Okay, so metal. It's gonna start to do something here. Okay, base. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, I need metal in the... Okay, so what's the layout? Yeah. Layers. Just gonna do it like this. And channels over there. Okay, so now I should be able to house everything here. Do it something like that. Yeah. Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, so I want metal and then I want some painted material over here. So I'm gonna do a new backdrop there. I'll start to build it like this, I guess, for now. So okay. Okay, so let's name this. Okay, so I just wanna build some basic values here now. So I'm gonna transfer the values over from the rendering later on. Just gonna add some like a tiled surface here. So I'm gonna take an image node and let's load a tile texture into this. I think I'm gonna let's see, what do we have? There we have it. Have to add some shortcuts here. Okay. Manifold UV on this one. So this is an extension pack node that I'm using a tiled and a manifold UV. So this one it's just the actual texture that I'm gonna tile, and this one I can set the amount of repeats. It's similar to using a three planar kind of thing. And then we can use a let's see, float to hook up the values. Let's see, which one is it? Transform scale. Yeah, scale. Something, just something to flood it with. So let's take it over there. Okay, so Arnav says to create the curvature mask in Mari, you can go to the model render bake options. Okay, curvature, yeah, so yeah, you can go to model render and bake curvature. Let's see, I haven't installed in extension pack. There comes a Curvature High-Pass, and that's actually what I have over here. So this one is a Curvature High-Pass, and so I baked this out earlier. So yes, but yeah, I understand that you want to avoid the model render. I'm not. I think you have to bake the curvature kind of somehow. I'm not sure if you can really do it with a curvature or like a procedural. Nothing that's gonna be the amount of quality you need, at least. Okay, so let's crack on here. So I just want to do some breakup on this one. And Okay. And okay, so I'm gonna hook up some dot nodes and stuff here. Come on. Okay, let's go back here. And this one. Okay, so there we have dirt. It's not gonna be there, but let's make a painted color map. So paint, just gonna set the color temporarily. And I'm gonna merge it. Image, same here. I'm gonna take a tileable, manifold, UV, and a float. Float, there we go. Let's see what we have. I wanna do a shortcut. Projects, crash plan. I have to prepare some textures. So let's see. So I have a few grunge maps here. Tile grunge. Let's see what we have there. I can try it out. Let's see. Let's take that one. So let's tile it and scale. Let's see what we have here. It's gonna do some breakup. Okay, so the manifold UV node, yeah. So I have this image node. This is from the extension pack. This is Jens Caffit's node. All of those are Jens Caffit's nodes. So the image node is, it's similar to if I take a 3-planar projection or something and go to the image manager. Let's see. Just drag it into there and drag it to all of them. and I'll look into this one, and now set the world scale to something, maybe 50. And if we look here now, we have all of the UV is built into this node, but here it's brought outside the node, and you have a manifold for it instead. So what that makes you do is you can have the same attribute controlling multiple instances. So if I, for example, take this image and make another image node, I can connect the output to multiple instances, and I'm gonna control all of them with one slider. So that's the way. So instead of having it built into the actual node, you can bring the controls outside, and that makes it more flexible to make a more complex network in the end. That's why I like to have the control outside the actual node, where you have if you go to the image node is kind of like a tile. Essentially, tile is the one that's closest. So if I drag the same texture into the tile node, so the repeat is what the UV scale is. Same as going here, but now I have one node outside the actual node, so I can then split it out and have another manifold UV like this. And then I can take the output to the scale and have two nodes controlled by the same slider, essentially. So if I look at this one, the repeat here is controlling this image there, and it's also controlling this image. So therefore if I have things that I need the same scale, it's easier to control the values. So that's why I use this. Otherwise I could use a tiled node instead. Okay, do you think we might have a Renderman instead of existing? I hope so. I would like to see a better Renderman shader implemented, or a Renderman shader implemented in Mori. I remember really back in what was it, 2.5 something beta, there was a Disney shader. It was very slow though, but it had some interesting inputs. So okay. So another question. Okay, why would you want the control to be unified? Yes, let's say that you're gonna do a material, so you have the same tileable, like one color and one specular roughness and one reflectance, and you want to dial them as one. So this slider, if you control the tileable in one, you know it's gonna update on all of them. So if you just drag this slider, you know that it's gonna update the color, the roughness, the reflectance, the bump. It's like like a material kind of texturing. So that's why I like to be able to control it outside. Otherwise you have to remember, okay, now in this tileable I set the tile repeat to 5. Then you have to go into all of the other nodes that has this to be able to have it in sync, and that's why I use it like this. So let's just drag it here. Just gonna have some overlay. Just have a starting of a breakup. Okay, let's name this to something. Painted call. Yeah, it's kind of a linking procedure when you do it like this. You can, so if I would have this one, I would probably have it this controlling multiple instances of roughness and stuff. I would probably broadcast it with a radio node to the other locations. Then I would have like a single scale box somewhere where I know what. If I drag it, it would update the other places. So okay, so this is just a start. This is gonna be an over, so it's gonna be let's disable this one. It's not even the right place. So there's a dirt mask, gonna have a metal mask and just hook something up here. Okay. So it's gonna be a let's make a okay, so let's say I paint this in 4K, the mask, and it's gonna be let's see, set this to multiply. And I want to clamp. Hello, Aaron. So we run a delay, so if I don't answer directly, it's because it's a delay on this stream. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up a mask here. So this is just a bare bone, so it's gonna be full. It's gonna, and I want to multiply, so multiplying white on white is not going to be anything, so it's going to be a white mask. Let's say that I want a radio node over here. I'm gonna make a channel just to have something I can export later as well. Metal. Okay, let's name this something clever. ISO mat mask or mask metal, and scalar data Okay, let's make a few radio nodes here. Okay, so this one I want to use, whoops, up here. Okay, so let's see. So the radio mask has an input, and where is it? Toggle radio nodes. I have to map the shortcut on this because that's something I do a lot. So let's do that. Toggle radio nodes. Edit preferences. No, wrong one. Shortcuts. There you go. And okay, where is the node graph now again? There you go. Node graph, and there you go. Toggle. Where is it hidden? I'm blind. Create. Never mind, I'll fix it later. I don't use the Mari to Maya connection. I haven't really used it. Maybe it's good, I don't know. I have to check it out. But most of the time we have when we work like in a pipeline, there's so many things that's kind of proprietary, so it's really hard to use and we don't even use Maya for rendering. Oops, the cat wants to go out. I have to open. Oh. Okay, so I'm back again. So let's give it a go again. Let's try to map this now again. Settings, nope. I wanna search. Hold on, it's under, there we go. Now it's getting close. I was searching in the wrong place. Radio nodes, no graph, now radio nodes. Here we go. Toggle radio nodes. Shift R. So let's see. Yeah. That's a let's build some kind of backdrop if I want to add something to this mask after. Okay. So let's go down here now and start to do something. Okay, so if I go to, should be able here. It's set up. Yeah. So if I go down here now and start to paint, something should happen. Yeah. Let's take current channel. And let's make a channel. What do we have? Color. I'm gonna make a new channel. Delete this one. Don't like the name. Okay. Current channel, call. So now we should be able to let's take a shader as well here. So diffuse color. Okay, so I don't get any lights, and I think I have disabled all the lights. Yeah. That's why I was so confused there for a while. Okay, so let's go down to I'm gonna have some let's see here, node graph, focus channel. Yeah, there we go. So now we go. if I would start to paint this mask now, it will strip away the color there. So this mask is working. It goes up to this place. I can add if I want to over here as well. Let's say I have a base and then I want to do an override in this layer. I can do it easily by just plugging stuff into here. And so let's define the regions where I want this paint to live. So it's gonna be kind of everywhere. I'm gonna have my my base. It's gonna be flood filling the whole entire object. Then I'm gonna have everything that's painted. It's gonna live on top. See if I, and it's gonna be defined by a mask. And then we're gonna have a few other material regions, different materials. So let's start to hook up that as well. Let's say rubber. I know that I have rubber on these ones, so we need the rubber color here as well. Yes, curvature. Yeah, I can use the curvature or ambient occlusion in the dirt mask in the end. So I think I started to hook up stuff here. I'm gonna use this one and the axis projection, and then I might even start to add the curvature into this as well. So you can take the curvature. I want a radial node here, hook it up to this one. That's the baked curvature, and I will probably, let's do it like this, scoot it up a bit, and then I might isolate areas from this, and can do that by a histogram scan, for example. Let's turn off let's say I want to isolate some areas out of this. And then I would probably invert it. And add it. Maybe say a screen. So it's going to be a combination of different clouds, occlusions, curvatures, other stuff. And maybe I want to break this up as well. I can have a cloud. Let's see what we have here. And oops. Let's go for broke here and say that I want to have this cloud into this merge here. Can have a backdrop to get some structure into this. And let's multiply that. Tweak the size a bit. Okay, so now I used part of the curvature with the cloud to break it up a bit. And it's all fed into this merge node here. So if I go plus here, I can tweak this. So I'm gonna use the metal mask for scratches and stuff into the area, but I'm gonna have other masks as well in the end. So that's right now I'm just setting up a base structure of building blocks. So let's go back to the rubber parts. So that's the painted. I want a rubber going on here somewhere. So let's take a merge. And color. So I'm gonna transfer all the values that I rendered in Renderman the last episode. So if you missed that, you can check it out. It's in on the channel. Okay, so this is gonna be the albedo for the color in the end. Let's name it the albedo for rubber albedo, and that's gonna go into there. Let's just take something at the moment. In this case I can just make a let's make it black. I want scalar data, rubber mask. So let's take all the so this UV layout is really crap. If I would do it again, I would take all the rubber parts. So these are rubber parts. I would take all the rubber parts in their own UDIM. And that's because now I have the parts of the tire and all other crap into the same. It would be easier to just take this patch and do it like this. Let's see. And just go patch fill white. But then I'm gonna fill parts of the what I don't wanna fill. So yeah, that's a trade-off. So if I would have done, I did this a long time ago. So let's go and fill it with white or with black. Fill black. So now I have to do it the hard way. And let's take a hard brush here. Let's see. So this is, let's see, I have to map some shortcuts. Bake. is it? I do this like once every 4 years when I'm get a new system. I always forget where it is. So look at the moment, bake. There we go. I have this. I remap it to that instead. It suits my needs better. So I'm just gonna do a quick mask. So let's see. Oh, copy, paste. Let's see, I have some strange settings here. It takes a long. Let's see what I can do. Preferences. What's going on? Let's see, automatic. Let's see if this is faster. Okay, let's paint away again here. What's my paint buffer? Where is it? Projection. Oh, it's. I always forget. Painting. There we go. Okay. Don't need 4K when I'm this close. This one, yeah. Don't do your UV layout like this. You rather want to have all the rubber pieces in one UV, and it's gonna make your life easier. Copy. Paste. Okay, and the back tire. Copy. Paste. Paste. So now I'm just copying patches to update the mask. Okay, so there we should have all the rubber pieces for that tire. So we can name this like a channel. It's okay. We can take questions later as well. Channel. Just gonna do a mask so I can export this as a mask later on. Scalar. So mask rubber. Let's make a new backdrop. So my mask backdrops, usually I make them some kind of monochromatic, so I know what they are. Let's name this as well. Okay, so this is the color. I want to have something like a tile texture there as well, or let's make it a image, a manifold UV. But in the wrong, that's the wrong way around. Okay, and the float. Scale. So I could use the one I had over there if I want to. Let's see what scale it is. Yeah. If I would want to, I could just make a radio node. Use this output and use it over there. Toggle it off. Blend it in here. So what this makes me do is, let's make an overlay here as well. If I would alter this one, it would automatically update over here as well. But if you want to have explicit control, you might want to do a new one. Maybe it's the wrong scale. So at the moment, I'm gonna do it like that. I can scrap this. And let's name this rubber color. Okay, so where are we? There we are. Okay, so I wanna could just have some strange settings going on here. Connected mesh. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna start to paint that metal mask in a few places. So that thing, I know I want fully like chrome. And where is it? Okay, so let's see. Ah, it's this one. Okay, yeah, it's gonna paint away some stuff in this. Hard surf brush. Okay, what else do I need? So it's gonna be two different alloys on this one as well, so I can, it's gonna be so everything in this kind of color is gonna be a pure aluminum, and then there's gonna be alloys on top. So I will probably have this as its own metal group, and I'm gonna have like a the metal mask gonna be scratches into this, so it has to be its own material as well. So the metal mask is gonna be like a general scuff kind of mask. Then the dirt mask is gonna be where I have the dirt on top, and then I'm gonna have two different metal alloys that's gonna be revealed by the the metal mask in the end. So I can take this, scoot it over. So I'm gonna have painted metal and an alloy group over there, I'm thinking. So let's make some kind of alloys here. And I need two different alloys. Gonna have a neutral and a brownish, I think. So, oops. I just want to have two colors at the moment. They're gonna feed into this. Or no, let's do it like this. Actually, it's gonna be like one metal mask. So I wanna have two colors. I'm gonna pre-bake it or make it its own little comp, a mini comp for this one. So let's take a neutral color here first. And another one. So we just want two different values at the moment. Gonna merge them and start to make mask for this as well. So let's say like this one and this one. Actually, that's Nala, my dog. If anyone wonders, in the background. Okay. So yeah, the metal alloy. I'm gonna have the gun section of this. I want to have two metals that's kind of slightly different in its surface response, and on top of that, it's gonna be a mask that's gonna be revealing the aluminium underneath. So I'm gonna build like a I'm gonna show you real quick here an example. So I have these two colors here. So I have this color and this color. Let's say I have two colors and a mask. And I want to reveal let's say I want to have this kind of part in one color or one alloy. So let's fill it with white in the mask, and maybe, yeah, let's say that they're gonna be very close in values. But then I'm gonna have a metal mask feeding into this, revealing the albedo of this, the actual kind of aluminium that's gonna be underneath everything. So to illustrate that, if I go to the metal mask here, start to do some scratches. Let's take something scuff, for example. And then this radio node here, we're gonna feed into this one. to this mask here. So now I'm revealing the painted also needs this mask here, because yeah. So then I have to mask away stuff in this temporarily here as well. Let's see, let's illustrate this. So I'm gonna have some region masks soon as well. Then I'm gonna dictate what materials is what. So that's something I need to do. I haven't really done it here. So in this case, for example, I need to look at this. Let's see where we have it. Yeah. So I only want paint on this. So we can start to take away, like this one is not going to be painted. Because it's going to have a metal alloy on top. So let's fill it with black. And take away that. Multiply that. So now we're revealing aluminium underneath there. So I'm just gonna have everything that's gonna be painted has its own region mask. So that's something I have to hook up. And then over here, here is the two alloys that in turn is gonna be. So I need a region mask here as well. So let's make a region mask for that. So I'm gonna hook up region masks in a second, but I can quickly do it here as well. So let's say I want to so that's gonna be its own region. Actually, I need to do it in reverse. Let's fill it with black. And fill white. So that's its own region now. So I have to do regions for all the materials. So now we have these two metals here and the region mask, but then I want to use this on top of that. So then I can just take and multiply. So now when I look here, I'm gonna use the scratch mask and reveal the base of the albedo for that base. aluminium that's kind of flood filling the whole object. So the whole thing is now is to first hook up the different kind of material based regions. Then I have to do isolation mask for what's metal, what's rubber, what's painted and stuff. And that's gonna feed into the different masks here. And then I have their general wear and tear mask that's gonna be adding on top of those region mask, maybe revealing additional scratches or adding dirt. So that's kind of the concept behind this. So I hope that answers the question. So let's continue with this. So in my Renderman setup, I had two different alloys. So that's kind of, that mask is dictating the two differences. And this mask is the region mask for what's actual alloy. And this is a general breakup that adds to this. So let's group this together now in a backdrop. Okay, so let's go here and scoot it down a bit. Whoa. Did something there. Not used working on one monitor, but now when I stream I have to try to mash everything together, and it's a little how I hassle. I usually have a second monitor, but it's occupied by other stuff now. So okay, so what's going on here? Okay, this one goes there, this one is gonna be under. Gonna spend some time organizing this soon. I just want to have some kind of pre-bake here. Let's make another, so it's slightly different. Rubber. So usually I spend a lot of time making dirt masks and metal masks and masks in general. So let's, I think I'm gonna devote a entire region just making the dirt masks, because it can be really intricate in all its detail. So I might just have a radio node that takes away. Sometimes I build, I don't even build it like this. I might build regions like this, and then I have radio nodes going into different locations. But this is quite an easy asset, so I think I can just contain it like this. Whoops. So backdrop is not a good name. Let's name it gunmetal or something. Not gun question mark. I have to reset to another character typeface now. Why not call it color? I would like to be able to set this. I don't like the it's too big. All of this, the text is too big for me. I would like to be able to set the maximum size, because when I work like this, I would like to be able to set the whole typeface smaller, because yeah, I have to be this zoomed in, and when I have like a medium distance, it's just too big. I hope Foundry get some settings for this sometime. Okay, so let's actually make a let's make a color for dirt. Yeah, start to make some kind of dirt color here. Sand. Dirt. Dirt. Coal. So, oops. I hate when that happens. So Johan says that the stream looks good in HD, and yeah, that's good. He was the one that messaged me, so accidentally did something here. Actually, I'm gonna have it down here. I'm gonna make its own channel. Dirt. Call dirt. So this is gonna be like a flood fill type of oops, I don't want it scalar. I accidentally took a lot of stuff with me there. It wasn't on purpose. When I accidentally dragged that thing into the other backdrop there. That's annoying when that happens. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just start to do stuff here. I'm gonna build a dirt color for this. Just something. Okay. Image. Let's take this one. Okay, Pete Patterson is on the line. Hello. Hello, Pete. Good to have you here, Pete. Let's see. I'm gonna just do some general stuff at the moment. Let's make this overlay. Overlay is nice. I use it for a lot of stuff. Maybe a cloud. Let's see. I want something that's kind of large. Scale. Or let's take the other cloud in. We have this cloud extended, it's much nicer. Cloud extended is good because you can make it look like it's streaky. Can scale it. So let's add something out of this as well. Okay, here we go. So a radio node out of this. Actually, this is gonna be a really heavy one, I think, so I'm gonna do a bake point. So I have it already hooked up. So I'm gonna probably spend a lot of time in the dirt color. So it's good to have a bake point. And I'm gonna have it, let's see, can I insert it? Sometimes it's tricky to insert it. So this one is gonna be over here. And let's insert the merge. So now this one is flood filling the whole thing, and that's expected because I need a mask there later. That's gonna be the dirt mask is gonna feed into there. So the dirt mask and the dirt color is gonna be kind of intricate. And let's make a backdrop. So maybe the actual real estate for the over operation here is kind of simple, I guess, because I move everything outside of this location into its own regions down below there. And dirt call So what I could do, I think I did something here as when I did a mock-up on this one. Let's see, yeah. What's that? Yeah, I can rebake this. And see what happens. Then I can take this mask and feed it into that dirt location. Let's see. This is a 4K bake, so it's... So I noticed that the bake points is... They're kind of a little slower than to actually convert to paintable. And that's something I hope Foundry has to work on, because it can be a quite considerable amount of time when you do it on a large scale asset. But the beauty of having it as a bake point node is when you can rebake stuff without the hassle. So that's kind of a drawback I'm willing to take at the moment. But yeah, I would like it to be as efficient as if I would make something, let's see, to demonstrate it. If I would take this one and go edit, where is it, file, no, I think I have to have a merge node to be able to do it. Now I'm blind. Yeah, bake to paint node. So this one is kind of like doing it like that. So let's see how fast it is now. It's gonna be much faster. Let's see. Maybe a bit faster at least, because it doesn't do, I think it doesn't do map generation or something in the end, and that's kind of, it's like a two-pass approach when it do the bake paint node, the bake point. Let's see. So now there should come a little paint node here in the graph. I hope my Mari doesn't crash now. It looks kind of funky, or is it saving in the background? Let's see. Let's wait for a minute. It kind of looks a little strange right now. I'll wait for a while. Kind of looks like it's doing a save or something in the background. I hope so. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it did a save. It usually does it after a bake. So yeah, that kind of took away the whole demonstration purpose, but anyway, let's delete this. Yeah, also if I insert something upstream, it's gonna go dirty. So if I now take away this point dot node, it's gonna go green again. Maybe. I thought so. Anyway, it's the same. So let's take this mask now. Can hide the input. So there we have the radio node that feeds into, if I go, so those two feeds into, that's a dirt mask, and the color comes from down there. So they are kind of just added in here. Can disable them. The drawing of the nodes, so it doesn't just clutter my workspace. So yeah, so that's something I have to work on. The dirt color and the dirt mask is gonna be kind of something I'm gonna continue on the next time I do a live stream, and that's gonna be in a few days or so. And yeah, so I think it's starting to be a wrap for today. So any questions? I'm gonna continue to work for maybe 15 minutes. So if you want to ask something, do it now in the chat. Otherwise, in around 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna hang up and go and eat something. I haven't eaten in a while, so it's starting to get something in my tummy. I have a feeling there. So let's see, I need to do a gonna insert another material between here somewhere. It's gonna be this, the red, this one is gonna have a different surface than the rest. Okay, so can start to do material regions or something. Let's hook up stuff like that. So can do some yeah, I'm gonna do some material regions in the end here. Start some ISO. So ISO backdrop. So this is going to be a collection of just material regions that I can export later on as ISO masks, and also use them to dictate what's metal, what's painted, what's aluminium or whatever. So yeah. So let's start with black. So this is gonna be ISO painted red. Whoops, I think I accidentally did something there. A shortcut, OBS shortcut. I have it mapped to something that's similar to Mori. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. So I'm gonna do some more of this later on, maybe on Wednesday or something. Oops, I accidentally switched the character set again. I'm not sure what shortcut that is, because I couldn't bake all of a sudden, and that's because my shortcut isn't working. So the next time I'm gonna set up the other like the roughness and build the skeleton for all the other kind of if we look up here, can maximize this a bit. So it's gonna be the roughness, it's gonna go here, the displacement, and I have some kind of in Renderman you have the artistic specular Fresnel pass, so I have to set up mask for that as well. So, and it's all gonna be dictated by these regions and stuff like that. So that's something I'm gonna take a look at the next time, and continue to build on my masks and everything. So I guess until the next time, I'm gonna just make all the ISO masks that's needed to be able to dictate what region is what and so on. So yeah, that's something. So yeah. So yeah, YouTube Peter, I see you on the forums as well, and I guess anyone that's new here, let's go over to well, anyone that's new here for this live painting session in Mari, and this is Meshmen Studio signing out, and if you want me to continue to do this, just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification at the channel, and you get notified next time I go live. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and see you the next time. So yeah, over and out. See you.